Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the best draft options for the Miami Heat at the 20th overall pick for this upcoming draft. Now, before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy Miami Heat content, we do upload every single day. And I do want to say I appreciate everybody that does support me, that drops a like, that comments, subscribes to the channel. And once again, continue to keep subscribing for all the new supporters so we can gain 6,000 subscribers. I appreciate that so much. But enough of that. Let's get back in today's video. So, from this article, it says options for the Miami Heat at 2025 draft, right? Now, we already know who we're going to be, well, what pick we're getting since we made the playoffs. We do have the 20th overall pick, and that came just yesterday. Now, first person that's always going to come to mind is Jeremiah Fears. Likely the highest ceiling point guard in this class, save for Rutgers, Dylan Harper Fair showcased highs, and lows in his so-called season. But at just 18 with plenty of development to be had, he is one of the few players offering real star power. In 34 games with the Sooners, he scored a white-hot 17 points a game on lower splits, 43, 28, and 85 splits, and just 4.1 assists to 3.4 turnovers. The guard would certainly be a project, but most likely be the most natural, talented prospect Miami has drafted in some time. With all-star potential, if he's able to clean up inefficiency and turnovers, he'll be fine. Now, we're going to keep breaking it down a little bit more because I do think Jeremiah Fears would be a great option for the Miami Heat. As you see, we're lacking that. We are lacking that back. Davion Mitchell's coming off the bench when he shouldn't be coming off the bench because we don't have a lead back on our backup guard position, right? Because Terry Rozier just has been so awful. But as you see in the tournaments and second rounds and stuff like that, he had 20 points, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 66% from the three-point line, and 38 minutes of action. He had 28, 29, 13, and 31. So he put up some really, really good numbers. Obviously, these are the splits that I brought up earlier. Not a great three-point shooter, but obviously you can work on it. He's still very, very young. 43% from the field is not bad. 85% from the free throw line is pretty good. The thing that's concerning is the ratio from the assists to turnovers. That will get you not playing at all, especially with Spo. So if we can work on that, that'll be completely fine. And once again, when you get a player at the 20th overall pick, it's not like you're going to get you're getting a top guy. You're getting a project guy. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's not like you have the number 1 pick. Other things people broke down from him, his strengths, excellent slasher and rim finisher with 56.4% from the 2-point line and 64% scoring rate out of the pick and roll set. So we can use the pick Bam Adebayo, Khalil Weir. That'll work really, really good. It says advanced ball handle with a strong change of pace and control, especially in isolation. 45% field goal range in the PR and 41.5 in ISO. Create separation using elite burst and deceleration, especially in transition. Comfortable creating his own shot from all levels, elite in mid-range and floaters. Very good free throw shooter and draws constant, effective, high free throw rate. Confident and a good finisher, can score creatively around and through contact. Shows passing flashes in motion, solid assist rate despite turnover issues. High motor defender in the passing lanes, almost averaging 2 steals a game. In active hands. Young for his class, turns 19 in October with clear long-term upset and room to develop. Now his weakness, not a great three-point shooter, struggles with decision-making, plays hero ball at times, disappears off the ball, defense is inconsistent, the frame at 182 limits, obviously, the defensive versatility, relies on burst and creativity, lacks elite vertical explosiveness and strength, fit depending, needs space, and have a system that allows him to dominate the ball. So obviously there's a lot of stuff that we have to work on with Jeremiah Fears, but to be honest with you, it's a great addition at the 20th overall pick. Now, the next person I do want to talk about, which he had a great, obviously great national stuff, right? Walter Clayton Jr. He led the Florida to the Final Four. His brilliant play through the NCAA tournament has certainly helped his draft stock, but the NBA scouts will judge him more off 133 games that he played during the 4 years in college. He showed the same level of excellence throughout his college tenure, being named All-American this season with winning the MVP. He's undoubtedly one of the best college players in the country. So why is he not considered a first-round pick in the NBA draft, right? These are his stats: average about 18 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 0.5 blocks, 1.2 steals. His splits are actually not that bad: 44% from the field, 38% from the three-point line, 86. These splits are not bad at all. Height about 6'2", weighs 195 pounds. His strengths: he's certainly not afraid of taking big shots. He had some big ones in the tournament, including clutch threes over UConn and Texas Tech. Also, it says Clayton pressure shooting is his biggest skill. Like I said, shooting 38% from the three is pretty darn good. In 4 years of college, he can create threes off the dribble from NBA range. He's an unbelievable spot up shooter and automatic free throw shooter, hits stunning 95% from the line. He can also bury shots from the mid range and has a good floater. He's not elite pick and roll guard, but he's good enough to be a secondary playmaker at the NBA level. He doesn't have good NBA size, but he's a good athlete. He offers for various football programs coming out of high school while playing safety, slot receiver, punt return, and backward quarterback. Those tools allow him to be a ball hawk when he's focused. He has very good steal numbers throughout college. He's extremely smart, productive player that does whatever it is needed to win. He's led in high school team to 2 state championships in Florida, making a terrific run in this year's tournament. He's not a 6'6" wing that can win dunk contests, but put his teams in position to overachieve. Now, his weaknesses. Can Clayton do more than just shoot? He's not good enough to be a lead guard in the NBA due to mediocre passing vision, and his finishing at the rim has just been so-so. The lack of finishing and passing is a part due to his small structure at 6'2". He can't see over defenses like some of the lead passers in the league. He's going to be picked at defensively at the next level and hasn't been amazing college defenders despite having good steal numbers. His tendency to fall asleep from the ball, and he's not he's not the tough lockdown defender that you need to be in order to make it as a small guard in the league. He doesn't have the explosiveness, the athleticism, size, or youth that most top picks have. He's a safe bet to be an NBA player, but those are the NBA players in the class with much more upside. They project him an early second rounder, so maybe the 20th pick might be a gamble. But then again, you're taking gambles as soon as you get out the lottery. His player comparison, like Ben Gordon, so that's very, very interesting. And then the other options that I thought was a good option for the Miami Heat is Nolan. I can never pronounce his name, but he's 19 years old. He is from France, international, point guard, 6'3", 175. They got him projected at 16th, so this makes sense around the 15 to 20 mark, right? And then his strengths, his age, his assists, and his assist usage. He has a lot of weaknesses. Projected a lot of this right here. He's a fouler, defensive rating, PAR, true shooting percentage, his turnovers, 3-point percentage, efficient, offensive rating, defensive rebounds, field goal percentage, rebounds, steals, blocks, free throw shooter, projected NBA 3-point shooter, and 2-point shooter, right? So his numbers this year were 11.7 points a game, 2.5 turnovers with 4.8 assists. So that is pretty high. We definitely got to lower that down. Shot 29% from the three-point line, attempted about 1.1 to 4. Well, he made 1.1, attempted 4, so not the greatest. He attempted about 10 shots a game, made about 4, so he's making close to half. His per 36, though, do go up, 18 points, but his personal fouls do go up and his turnovers go up, so that's concerning, but his assists do drop. I'll go all the way up to 7.5. His shooting stays about the same. So definitely needs to work on that. His true shooting percentage is 497, not the greatest. Effective field goal percentage 456, 371. Offensive rating 103.7, defensive rating 114.1. So I think these are a couple good options for the Miami Heat. 3-point guards that I definitely think we should look at. Drew Smith is very unknown, especially coming off a couple injuries. Terry Rozier is awful. And outside of Davion Mitchell, we really don't have a point guard. So I think we definitely got to look at a point guard in this year's class. Let me know some other options the Miami Heat should look at with the 20th overall pick. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Continue to keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.